Welcome. So, one thing that these, I think it's Sledge or Sludge clone mills all have between them is this plastic gear. The reason I use a plastic gear is if something jams the bit, like what a normal drill press or a normal mill would do, it would just spin because it has a belt connecting to it. Well, this has direct drive. If they made everything metal, something random inside would break. So they chose to make a little sprocket groove right there. Sprocket, that's plastic. That is a fusible link, which is designed to kill itself to easily repair the machine. It's a $5 part, super simple repair, provided it's actually around. Nobody currently is selling that $5 part. It's shaking like moving the table, which is moving everything. Nobody sells that part. No one sells that part so badly. There are people selling 3D printed versions of it. So I went to a company called Little Machine Shop, and they make a belt drive, which I have to take some stuff apart and get it all to work. I skimmed the installation instructions. I have every bit of confidence that it'll work. I don't know whether or not I'm going to do it well. Okay, so before starting, did I unplug the machine? Did that. Moving cutting tools to spindle. Got that. Clean the milling machine. Close enough. Lower head to its lowest position. Axis spindle motor. Sure. Lowering it makes it easier to maintain because it gives me more slack in the cable. Let's see if I can get this to go any farther. There we go. That is low as I can go, so I'm going to put that stop back up. Before going any further, I'm going to put this on Facebook to the two people. Thanks for already watching. Let's be uno momento. How can I share this? I am that much of a neophyte. Forget it. I won't. I'll see if I can share it. YouTube. I know. You probably got on here to actually see something, and I'm so incompetent. Click it. I'll be in the stream. I'm looking at myself. Look at myself. And post. Cool. Okay. So mill heads down. Move the speed range selector to the high position. Sure, it's in the high position. Cut the plastic cable tie. I did that already. Loosen the set screw 3mm wrench inside of the spanner nut on top of the spindle. So I think it's going to be this guy here. This is going to be greasy as F, so I'll try to use this to find. There you are. I got my Allen keys. I think I can move you guys closer. Give me a second. I've had plugs out here on the wall, so I can actually move this thing around. Okay, so 3mm screw. Probably this. Probably maybe this guy. Way too big. These had numbers on them, but they got hit with overspray when I was spraying my skids for my FJ. Anyway, 3mm. I know I'll need to put this back. Okay, so let me get a tray. Part tray. Loosen the screw inside the spanner at the top of the spindle. Using lock rod and spanner wrench came through mill. Remove the nut. Okay, so it's real easy to use the lock wrench. Lock rod, which is here. What if they're assuming I still have this guy? Because this is the only thing I would lock into. No, I gotta put this back in. Thanks. Assumptions. So I gotta put this guy back on because I have so much cable. So the thing that broke is supposed to break. It's supposed to break to save the machine, which it saved the machine because I would have broken something in the head, or I would have broken something in somewhere else on the machine. Luckily and unluckily at the same time, if that was the part I needed was in stock, it would have been a $5 fix. I would have been back up running the next day. Probably bought 5 or 6 of them. Just have them around. This is going to spin a little bit higher RPM now, but it will. Okay, this is supposed to go there, and this is supposed to go counter. There it goes. Or is it just go this way? Okay, definitely not that way. It's supposed to save the machine, but the problem is, like I said, no one has it in stock. So not in stock. People are selling 3D printed ones, which I don't know about you, it does not put a warm, fluffy feeling in my mind about the likelihood of that thing living. Oh, also that 3D printed one costs like 20-something bucks, 4 times as much as the actual plastic one. So see, this is reverse threaded. So I got to take this whole thing off. Go. Quite. This is reverse threaded, so with no operations, it'll tighten. There it goes. I say it goes. Please. Hey, my wife's on. So, all friends and family watching. Yay. Which is good. It's fine. Okay. Remove the 4. Yeah, okay, that should come off now. I don't know why it's just spinning. Come on. I'm going to loosen this. It might be just barely grabbing. Take it out completely. Let's place it in my memory tray. See if that lasts a bit. Come on. Come on. It wants to. It wants to. Was it dropping down? It's dropping down. Raise it up a little bit. Set that. My spindle's dropping down. Interesting. Interesting. Not necessarily in a good way. Let's see if I can push that. Not something I'm super confident in, guys. Or confident in. Just whatever you want to call it. I didn't even see the. This should be fun to sit up there because I'm out of the way. Oh, I tightened it, I think. Yeah, I tightened it. It's so weird being lefty tighty, righty loosey. Well, feels like it's gonna come off now. That's what happened. As soon as I got it loose, I went the wrong direction. Okay. Put my set screw back in so I don't mess things up even more. Drop this thing back down. So, remove the 4 6mm socket head screws on flat cast iron between the motor mill and the motor head. So flip this guy over. These 4 screws here. If I can know where to place it. Okay. Let's see here. Something to raise it up without damaging it. Would use wood, but not here. This one. Protein box. So it's thinking that we'll have Allen keys, but once again, since this is a generic kit for a generic mill, we have Phillips. So this will run faster, and it will also run quieter because I will not have a gear. Say that, I might run still a little loud because I'll have my transmission in the middle, a 2-speed, go into nothing, so I'll be driving off of the shaft. So this guy is Garbo. Okay. With 4 6mm oh, I already did that step, so I jumped a step. Set motor down, mill table such way that I got it. Remove the gear on top of the mill head and its key to the shaft. Okay. Remove the gear on top of the mill head and its key so that the shaft. That's easy. Yeah, that's easy. Retaining ring and end of motor. Okay, use pair retaining ring, blah, blah, blah. No one ever owns retaining rings removers, so this is going to be shoot myself in the eye pin time. Come on, Phillips. Not Phillips, but needless pliers. They are not small enough to grab both sides. So I got to get. Actually, I might have some tweezers. Nope. One of the few things Harbor Freight's probably good for. Getting one-use items. Whew. Smaller flathead. I'm going to combine that with my needle nose. I really hate retaining pins. If this was like a super fraction smaller, I could easily pull this thing out. And I was at Harbor Freight today. I should have just got the dang cotter pin. Okay, here it goes. So there. Oh, I was gonna get one side over the groove. Then if I get one side over the groove, I'm set. Here's watching Dennis struggle over a single part for 4 hours. Okay. Try again. Oh my gosh, okay. I think in my head if we have any smaller needle nose pliers. I think these are the smallest ones we got. Every time it's like right almost there. Just gonna stay on it and stay on it. Oh, you know what? I think I've bent it enough it's actually gonna stay open, so I think we are good. I'll have to push it back together. So now, ta-da! Actually, I don't even know if that's even needed anymore because I think we're going to put a pulley there. Remove the gear, move your chain ring. The ring is not used, so don't worry about damaging it because I know everyone's going to be going insane on it. Remove the motor gear from the motor shaft, a very tight fit. You may need to use 2 blades or just fall out completely. Remove the steel sleeve that's under the spanner nut. Okay. Installation of the belt drive. Slip clear plastic sleeve into shaft and a clear plastic gear mounted on top of the mill head. Okay. So that single little gear in that plate is going to replace with this nice piece of milled equipment. It's going to go right yonder, which won't fit. There it goes. Why does it wiggle waggle? Oh, don't need the keyway because that's not being used anymore. That goes there. Motor goes there. Pulley goes there. Pulley goes there. Nut goes back on. Vroom, vroom. Just like that. I follow the instructions so I don't, lose time. Broke the gear. I think they gave you new ones. Yeah, for the cost of this machine, they better give me new ones. Which is, I think, the bigger one. Yep. I'm not tightening it down yet. I'm just put them in kind of finger tight, so if they're off a little bit, I don't think this mill head thing is going to be off. It's probably the most tightly machined part of this whole contraption. Just in case, I don't know, some weird tolerance stack or I don't quite have it right. Like I almost crossfaded just then. So this is in. And tightness is good and tight. Wants to stick up good and snug. And turn. And there. Good. Next on the list of things. Position the base plate. Got that. We're going to install large pulley on the spindle. Install large pulley on the spindle. I think it goes this way. I'm going to remove. Oh, where did my Phillips head screwdriver go? I'll leave the transmission in there just in case I go back to gear drive for some weird reason. It definitely has to be a weird reason. Alright. Big pulley. Big pulley. Pull. It's in. It's clearing everything. Muchos buenos. Now, next step. Put this guy back on. Yeah, remember, it spins the wrong way. There it goes. It's tight. Lock rod. On. Spindle wrench. On. And away we go. I don't know if that's going to be really feasible to put back on, but oh well. Oh, nice and tight. Spin. Set screw on. Yay, set screws on. Done. The small end goes towards the motor. Okay, so this guy goes like so, from small end towards the motor. I gotta see if I have to bump it. I don't know if I do or not. Position the small pulley to motor shaft. The small end goes towards the motor. Make sure the shaft key is positioned to push pulley all the way to the stop, then tighten the set screw. Okay. It's on there. Let's take a quick little test fit look. That doesn't seem to match worth a poop. Unless I want to take this whole collar ring off. Because I don't know. It's touching. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. It's gotta go farther. It's cool. I go farther. Let me take a look. Got a slight burr on the inside. I'll be right back. There's a little burr on the inside, so I'm gonna clean that up. I think that'll. It's a super tight fit on the shaft, which is good. Oh, the small turned end. Okay, not the small pulley end. Gotcha. Okay, so I got. That's why. There we go. There we go. There. It's seated. Now, that looks right. Yeah. Tighten this up. Tighten, 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 tighten. Damn, tighten. Oh, that's really deep. Okay. It's on. Next page. Using the 4.6 mm flight screws right in the kit. Use formula hex wrench to mount screw in the motor. Okay, so I need to take that off right now. Actually, first, before I do that, I need to figure out how I want to set this up. Because I want the cable on the pivot point. So I want it. So undo that guy. Take this and put it right here? Question mark? I'm gonna put 2 screws in, see how it fits. Yeah. I'll put 1 screw in, see how it fits. Over. Nope. So I got to cock it, rotate it. Face that. It's amazing what just flipping something around will do to your brain. 90 degrees? Oh well. Once again, I'm doing this so after this, if I get a part that gets stuck or something launches off, I'm not going to break anything. The belt will slip. That's what real drill presses, real mills do. It makes life so much simpler. This guy's just doing it. I don't want to cross thread it. I'll be patient. So patient, I'm just going to do it. So now that fits the way I want that cable to be loose. There we go. Oh, I think it's just a little dirty. Oh, it's going through just fine. Just gummed up a bit. Now we're inconveniently height restricted. Don't know why I did this before. It's not the one. This has a nice little T-handle adapter. It goes there. This goes right here. Did I lose a screw? This will drive it. Take 2 out. Yes, hopefully it's the right one. Yep. So I don't want to tighten this one up too much because I want it tight though. But I don't want to, like, you know, fixed in position tight. So after this, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to drill and tap a hole in the side here so I can pin my collet holder I printed. Yes, that moves. Cool. I don't know what this guy's for, so I'm going to see what that's for. I think it's just a protector. Anyway, mount the belt, motor plate, span out, data. Okay. I put this guy in. This is okay, cool. I get the Phillips. It's a nice lever lock, so I should be able to pull up and push down, screw in like normal, and then when I'm done with that, I will. This is a weird feeling. It's like counterproductive. So now that turn, then I can put here. It's like basically a permanently fixed wrench. There it goes. So now, plan on failure, bot 3. This guy I should be able to pull back. Interesting that I can't actually get the belt under. Interesting. So I think I actually have to take this off. Which, I mean, to be fair, I probably should just read the instructions. Probably said something to the fact of that. So I want to go, yeah, low range, which is almost a 1-to-1. High range is going to be not 1-to-1, obviously. So one big downside to this adaptation is I'm not going to have as much low range. This will spin faster. So that means for certain things, it's going to lack some horsepower, or I guess torque. We're mostly car people here. There's no difference. It's going to lack the power to do some heavy duty milling, but the head's going to go nice and fast, super fast. 1,000 RPM faster. There we go. So now, push this back so it's tight. Tighten. Tighten. Pull this off. It's supposed to be. Get this thing in neutral position. Don't want to be spinning. Want that in this neutral spot. I'm going not going to use my transmission anymore. Or make a grievous error. I'm going to raise this back up. Lock it. Yeah, I would have really great if that lock was on the other side, not all cluttered in here. But you know what? It's a cheap machine. I say it's a cheap machine. It's a cheap machine for a lathe mill. Final answer. Okay. Power it on. Loosen this up a little bit because it's pretty tight. So a little more. Safety on, so don't lose a finger. I'm not wearing watches or anything like that. That's one thing this thing does eat people. Those are known for. Full speed. That is quiet. That very loud before. Okay, so now I didn't think I was gonna put this on, but that's exposed spinning belt's it's kind of scary. So I'm gonna put this window. Certainly. Oh. Live streams won't always be successes. This will not come off. This will not come off. This is supposed to be a cling wrap cover that's what's going for relatively easy. And it's just like, I can see the edge. I can see the friggin' edge of it. There it goes. Got it. This guy goes right here. Oh, I got a little bit left. Right there. Tighten it up. Now we're good to go. I think if it's go too fast, it does that. That's 2,000 something RPM. The other thing I like about this is with why that dumb? The spindle lock is right here. I couldn't get to it before because I didn't think about it, but my spindle lock handle is too big to fit in there. Cool. I can see it right there. Oh, I gotta figure that out. I'll make my own spindle lock. Okay. So here, I bought new T-slots because that's what I actually broke the machine on. I'm trying to use these, and these are ever so slightly too wide. So what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to actually work on the camper. I want to get this thing finished. So I'm gonna do that. Put safety on. See, this thing sucks. The change machine. I'm probably never gonna put this back on because to change any tooling, I gotta wrench it, and if I get that spindle lock in, I can probably just bypass everything else. So I think that's way too small. So if I get like an Allen key, slide it in there until it locks. I should hit the keyway right there. That should lock pretty well. So I think what I'll do is that. One of these two center punches now is going to be my lock. Boom. Let's do that. Take my wrench. Loosen. About using I'm going to use the good collet. These combination of the good collet and the bad end mill. Wherever I ended up putting them. This thing came with two end mills, weren't all that fantastic. And then I got, oh, there. I want to try this guy. Quarter. Do I want to do the 2-flute quarter? I want to keep this speed up high, so I'm going to use the 2-flute half-inch. Put that guy right there. Find my hole there, put a couple threads in. Plug it tighten right there. You know, I'm trying to keep the top off. I'll just do the way it is suggested. I get a lot more force with this. Okay. So now, loosen this guy up. Drop this guy down. So I am hitting super scientific like. There it is. Put this back up. Get this out of the way. Put this guy on. We'll put him right in the center. Like that. I'm going to take the two that came with the machine that just fit ever so tightly that I can never find. That'd be my third attempt on finding the quote unquote right thing to fit, and it's just not. The shortest ones we got. There we go, shortest ones we got. Eat up free space, more free space. Do it again. Put these around. So you want to work on the truck? Yeah, I do, but also I need to get this machine up and running correctly so I can use this when I need to actually use this, which will actually be coming relatively soon. If we got time afterwards, I'll probably go back to working on the camper. So I need to get this thing straight. So what I'm going to do that, people actually know what milling. Actually, what they're doing, they're probably going to scream at me for doing what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to place. These are my old ones, which are a lot bigger and a lot taller in all directions. I need to figure out a way to clamp this evenly. And wow, just looking at that is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a big old groove, and I'll hit that with the sander. That's not a big deal. But I want to take this. I want to take a little bit off each side of this. So I got to figure a way to get this on there, raised up. Conveniently, not much. So let's see here. Not high enough. If I do, these aren't precision at all. They're just like randomly drilled, random lengths, which doesn't need to be super accurate. It doesn't need to be accurate at all. It just needs to do its friggin' job. That's all. I think. Yep, that'll work. So I'm going to tighten this up, not all the way, and then double stack rods under there. I'm using rods because they're round. They should relatively fit square. They don't want triangles. Now, that's going to go as it's a fraction of a fraction. So So I wish I had some shim stock or something. Anyway, so I'm trying to get these T slots to fit in. What, this one will fits? But they're such tight fit. Ooh wee! That's the other direction. Okay, this got a lot easier actually, because it's the top that doesn't fit right. That is easy to do because I will just take Dude Bro, tighten them down, get a good and tight. Okay, good and tight. I'm going to get this guy, bring him down. I'm not going for precision again, like I said. I'm not that good at this stuff yet. This is day 2 now of belt drive, so hopefully I won't break it immediately like I did the first time. So I'm going to take that, bump it up. Get a wrench. I will say when this thing starts, I don't know if you guys are going to need to cut your volume down or not. That's a barb right my finger. Tighten that side up. That's just touching. I'm just going now along it. Square it's actually peeling a little bit off. That's funny. So that's up against it. So this should be square. Yeah, I know. I need to find the actual wrench size for this too. I'm tightening this down a lot because this was working really well the first day. Then what failed wasn't anything up here. My clamp on this side slipped off because I was using this point. Okay, so now raise this up. So I need to take. I don't have my primer with me. I'll say that much. What's that much between friends, right? So I'm going to take that. That's all I'm going to take off. Put my ear pro on. Let's get it on. Not wearing gloves. Not wearing anything on my hands so I don't get chewed up by the machine. So I want to be going orthodox. No, that's what I want to do. Okay, here we go. Safety off. Speed on. I'm going towards me. So I need to come over. Look at the light on. Get it done. Hopefully, I don't hit myself. Here we go. Going slow. Okay. Move this thing out of the way. Undo the clip. Not too hot. Haha, it fits. It fits. We have working nut. So what I gotta do now, from the future, not tonight because that'll be boring for you guys to watch. I might do it after the live stream. So I've done one. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. And then I have to get a replacement one of these vices. This is all relatively decent precision stuff, and I have the $20 drill press vice. Okay. Now why most people actually all want it. Okay. We have our trusty bucket cam, and I'll probably move you guys to inside the camper or something. So when we last left off in the live streams, we had the bottom. Since then, obviously, we have both sides on. I did that with my dad came over. We leveled that thing up. Not the easiest thing to do, but also it was respecting his privacy. I wasn't streaming it or filming it, so I got that up. I welded up the front wall that was recorded, so I can show you guys that later. Our objective today is the back wall. I don't like Diet Dr. Pepper. I just want to drink all the sodas we have in the garage. Get them out of here. So back wall. Back wall's gonna look like that. So I'm making room for a 37-inch tire, which is way overkill. Established. Cool. Gotcha. Way overkill. I am now going to come up with 2 pieces of aluminum, which is just outside camera reach. I'll come with a piece of aluminum here. Piece of aluminum there. Come over, put a sub box. That box is going to be low. And then I'm going to come around the top with 1 inch. And go from there. Here we go. I didn't balloon anything on this thing. I did an awful job of this because I had an original plan, then I came back and totally messed it up. Neat. Okay. You'll be staring at me because I'm going to remote desktop to my computer. Anyone have any questions? Probably not, since anyway. Okay, cool. Didn't do that. Since I'm lazy, don't want to reprint everything because A, I don't have a B-size printer. I'm gonna actually have the print on this laptop that you guys are on. We'll go from there. Mill's up and running, which is nice. It's running well now. I need to get a new mill vice for it, so that's actually accurate. So I have decent XYZ pretty crap holding business kind of clamps. I don't feel like jigging up the machine every single time. Oh yeah, projects. Not new. Switch off of work. Stop of work. Fun time. Camper. I had 3 people on here at one point in time. Well, I may say it's someone to watch me because I think I'm boring. I wonder if my computer sees at work every day. It's really like, do thumbs up. That's kind of cool. Rear wall. Okay. So, I'm going to take you. Come on. This is weird because I'm actually not using this computer for its computing power. I'm actually just using it as a display. I'm actually using my computer in my office. Okay, so it looks like. Oh. Okay. Okay. That makes sense now. Balloon 24. 24 is 36 inches long. So this is for a 35-inch tire. So I'm going to put a 34-inch long piece from down here up. Well, 36-inch long, come over, come back down. That I can do. Oh, let's see. This video here is more to cut metal. So to cut metal, I open the garage door, slide it out some, go down. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we are. We gotta take this out, cut 2 pieces 36 inches long. We're thinking it's some light, but that point. 2 pieces 36 inches long, and go from there. I'm actually not going to use this piece. This piece is enough for one. I'm going to get a brand new piece, cut 2 out of it, use that guy out. Fun. All my parts are buried in the garage. So I'll line this edge up with the garage so it shoots out. Take my material roller. It's Ear Pro because it's loud. Ear Pro, iPro. 36 inches. So this stuff's going to start varying from like the original plans. It's going like, here's my cuts, here's what I do, because this is now, I'm nearing the, not the end, but I'm not at the very beginning, so I'm doing a lot of the measurements on this, on the actual project, and then modify my originals, then make it all match. So, I'm going to cut the 2 pieces 36 inches long, go from there. I can't get to by the garage door to turn on the actual song. Alright. Since I don't have infinite money, resources, and material, one last double check. 36. Make sure I got the right number over here. Anyone's new, I have the print on the screen, which is part 24. Part 24 is 36 and 032, which is like a 32nd. So, yeah. Hey, look, I'm a little bit over. That must be a 32nd. I knew it. What am I hitting? That's not going to be a straight cut. I'm hitting here, so I actually have to move. Move where that actually works. Otherwise, all my cuts will be slanted. Yeah, that's the biggest thing we're going to put in this garage. I say that, watch. So I'm convinced to make a race buggy. Actually, a buggy would be smaller than this thing. This thing's as big as the FJ. Once again, I'm not trying to race through this, so type it up, get get another measurement, cut again. I know. I try to put this where most material will land in the ground. Helps the cleanup. I gotta know the part that goes across. I have passenger, I have driver side for the spare tire holder. I have nothing going across the top. I gotta do that. So I got what that is. I had this all ballooned out nice, but then I changed my design and didn't update anything. 37 inches. So I'm gonna write what these are so I don't mess this up. 36, 36. 37 is gonna be the top. So my frame, then I'll take measurements off the actual frame and go from there. Okay. No questions or anything? Okay, cool. I'm trying to get better at that. Like last time I was stuck inside the machine, the base. The solution is that it fit a 37-inch tire. That's just odd, because if it's 37 inches in, that'd be exact, which it means if I want to get to a 37-inch tire later, it wouldn't fit, but I need it to be this dimension to fit the tire I have now, which is 35. Unimus, mementos. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to settle on not ever going to the 37-inch tire. My gas mileage is going to suck way too much on that. Even a diesel, it matters. It does make a difference. My tires right now weigh 100 pounds a piece. I don't even weigh 130 pounds each. So that's done. So this back over here. What's that? I'm gonna close the garage just so my neighbors don't hate me. So while that's closing, the two verticals I have, I originally had modeled landing perfectly flat on a piece, so it was like, so I had the back of the decking, and I had this. What I have now, so I want it to be a bunch stronger, and honestly I filled in a hole, is I didn't have like this. So I want this not to land here, I want to land here. So I got to cut a 1x1 whole corner out of each one of these so it lays properly. Now how would I do that? I have my new toy, the mill. Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't believe it's the right way of going about it. Not for dropping off a 1x1 square. I'm just gonna use the bandsaw for that. Oh my! I know. I'm a big puss. I am cold now. Oof. Okay. So where am I going to actually do that? My bandsaw, my clamps over there. So I will probably move you guys over there so you can see, or I'll just swing you over. Conveniently, I have a small table knife somewhere, but that's not needed. I gotta figure out a home for you guys over here because that's where I'm doing my work right here. I'll probably put the bucket over here so you can see me. Until then, though, let's take advantage of this laptop. It has almost enough power to go places. It's not an old laptop, but like most laptops, especially gaming ones, the battery is more like a UPS, not really a. That's crooked as all get out. I'm gonna fix that for you guys. Because you're sitting on top of a handle. Don't want to break my computer. Pretty close. Pretty close to being square. There you guys go. You can see now. Okay. I'll prep these two pieces. And then we'll trim it. And we'll start working on the butt end of this camper. Felt sander. I was really paranoid about using grinding discs and cut-off wheels with aluminum because it tends to build up on the cutting blades and stuff like that, and I just, well, cool gadget. Turn it down from max to minimum. Just a quick deburr. Hey, how's it going? I'm going to get better at actually reading the messages. I don't know if that was like a minute ago or whatnot. So, I need to get a webcam. Moving the whole computer around is a pain in the butt. And YouTube doesn't allow mobile streaming until I got 1,000 followers and monetized. Honestly, that's probably never gonna happen. Okay, so like I said before, I got kind of 1x1 notch out of here so it fits around the member where it needs to go. Before I go for that, I'm going to actually check, make sure it is truly 1 inch. You guys can kind of see me right there. I'm just gonna, it's just right here. It is ever so slightly under 1 inch because we had to, one of the reasons we did this angle here is it helps straighten out all my bow. So I'm just gonna do a 1 by 1 notch, which will be more than I need. That'll be the clearance. Clearance. I had to move my welding gas back to its old spot, which isn't all that great, mostly because I didn't have room for it where it was. Down. Sharpie. I know it's a notch, it's going to be covered by weld metal and never seen and XYZ reasons to slough off on it, but I mean, I'm not planning on making a bunch of these, so I'm going to take my time and get this lined up just right. Because I don't want to do this again. So this thing's going to hold up a lot of weight. The tire is like 80 something pounds, the rim's 20 something pounds, and that's going to entail 100 some odd pounds. I think it's 105 pounds grand total. If I can try my bandsaw. I know I saw it. I know it's in here. Bandsaw. Everything's in the way. There we go. It's all the way by like an 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to. You're just tuning in. Already fixed the mill. We are now working on the frame of the rear tire carrier. Having a great time with it. Garbage. This is our 1 square tube. We clear in both directions. That's what we need. Drop this guy out of the way. Put him over here. Do it again. And here we go. Here we go cutting. So now, to the side, can you guys see from there? I think so. So we got the notch. Back of the camper looks like this. We're looking at it upside down. Looks like that. This will rest like that. And it sits. I'll put you guys over there so you can look in and watch this stuff happen. Once again, it's going to take a minute for me to get you guys set up because you're watching from a 17-inch gaming laptop, not a little camera or something. Hopefully the battery lasts. So I'll probably do this. I'll just move you to whatever angle needs to be to make it work. Okay, so I don't have power to have everything running at the same time. I do have power outlets where you run pretty much everywhere. That's a pretty good spot. It's gonna look like I've got to account for weld bead, so I got to trim that off. At least on this guy here. So I got to trim out the corner and one side. So I'll just set up the belt sander. It should eat it pretty fast. Okay. Like I said, power's all over the place. I think I have like 2 or 3 circuits in this whole garage full of crap, so I can't run all the same time. Let me mark which sides need to grind. I don't totally botch this thing. So I need to grind. That guy, that guy, that corner. That's not very cool for this. That's a lot faster. So now, let's go fix. Now I understand the little details that trench out most of it. Holy crap, holy. We might have had ourselves a wiener. A wiener. So I'm just going to set that there. Line you up. Probably helps if you clamps. Got a message. Yeah, it's not gonna help you get your stuff done though. But that's a problem for later. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I am losing so much stuff. There's 3 good clamps. I'm missing the clamp. Oh, that's full dial. Okay. So set this guy up, get him clamped in, check my measurements, get the other guy clamped in, check its measurements, clamp the top together. So basically I clamp all this together and then check all its measurements to make sure I'm not totally screwing the pooch before I commit. I bet it's a lot colder up there. It's like, let's see, what temperature is it? It's only 63 in my garage, so that's pretty nice, but it's like low 40s outside. That's gonna go that way. Go. Clamp this guy here. Back. Clamp that corner in. There's never enough clamps. Never enough friggin' clamps. Looks good. Back. This one's gonna go on top. Like so. Actually, I gotta check the print. I don't know if it goes on top or on the inside. I think it goes on the inside. That'd make the most sense. That'd actually get me wide enough. 42 in your garage? Yeah, that's a nope. Big nope. You have a propane heater or something like that, and you have to like suffocate yourself. But be warm. Okay, that rests on the inside. I should have really done a better job at detailing this out. I had it all nicely detailed. Then at the last minute, I go, you know what? I'm going to change my design. a lot. Luckily, I got the magic of... Oh, wow. It could have been more complicated, but I would have to really try. So, it's got a piece coming over, and then it's resting level with that on the inside. So I gotta put a 1-inch spacer in here. Place this guy in the vertical. Well, I also gotta clean this up. Let me clean it up real quick. So I gotta put a 1-inch spacer, put this up in the vertical, 1-inch spacer, come down, square all this up. I guess what I was thinking originally is I'd come over, tie this in. I don't know. You know what? This is the bed I'm going to lay in. So let's do it. Oh boy, I have not cut any 1x1 aluminum, so I'm going to use a 1x1 steel piece. I actually kind of like that because the steel will not melt when the aluminum melts, so I don't have to worry about that melting in. And I think the kit is 1/8 right now. I'll be right back. Okay, meltdown's being handled. Don't live with mistakes. Got some new tools for all sorts of stuff. One thing that's kind of cool that Fireball Tools comes with is now are thumb screws. They didn't used to. So I don't think they're really fixing their mistakes, but they're definitely, because I don't think it really is a mistake. Just making an improvement. Give me a second as I set this thing up. That should fit. Should, hopefully. I'll test fit it. It's a yeah, everything looks like it's gonna fit. Yep. Rhode Island is near the road in Rhode Island. Talk amongst yourselves. I think I said that last time. That's the only the Richmond one I know. I just think it's funny because that's actually probably the only one of the Richmond ones I actually know the answer. The cut. Okay. So bring this guy down out of the way. Right there. Edge. Set. Top. And it effing works. Which, I mean, yeah, of course it's gonna work. I'm gonna open the stream back up because I'm still looking at my print. There we go. Nose is running. Come on, clear it. Woo! Right before the clamps hit each other. Like lucky any day. So This guy's sitting on my 1-inch spacer, going all the way across. Got another 1-inch spacer. Set it up here, which should probably be out of view. Move this up a little bit. Right there. This is going to come across that far, which I'll clamp that in now with a something clamp that'll fit in that weird spot. That something clamp's going to be a C-clamp. I need the strength. There. Might make it wider. Come on. Barely good. There we go. Really get the poof up. Never enough hands. So this is obviously never getting close to being right. So I'm going to put this guy in. So it's going to be right here. Actually, it's only about half inch strong. Let's stick it right there. So I need to get steady. Okay. We're steady. As it falls and crushes my computer. Clamp this guy down here, which you guys can't see. I'll move the camera down farther. There you guys go. Put this guy right here. I'm not too worried about this guy being perfectly square yet. I want to clamp him to something so he doesn't fall over. That's my main problem. If you're building anything, seriously look into getting some Firewall tool squares. They're awesome. I'm not sponsored by them. Actually, the opposite. I pay them lots of money to use their stuff. They're just that good. Now looking back up, I gotta get this all set up right. So I got my 1-inch spacer like I had for the other side, and now I got to get right set of thumb screws, get those set up on the tool so I can do all that stuff. Yeah, you can still see me. Good, cool. About to mount the second half here. What's up? Yeah, that'd be kind of boring. Just me sitting in the corner as I walk out of the frame. I will get a webcam. I thought we had one. It's probably 10 years old and it's probably crap and broken and gone. I can't find it. So, and of course, with all the, going around, all the webcams have been used up. So, use what you can when you can. Thumb screws are in. Check. Whoa! Don't knock it over. I clamp this in. Best way to clamp this in is going to be the same way to clamp the other one in. So this time I get the added pair of. I drop that way into my laptop. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Take you. Let's you. Do that. Tighten it up. That's pretty good. I'm wiggling the C clamp here. I'm trying. Everything's shaking because you guys are on the camper. That goes there. That goes there. That looks like it has to kick out. B square. This is a lot better to do than the first side. No, I didn't just fart. Okay. So all that work to get a box that's actually not square, not properly set up at all, just happens to be freestanding. That's the one thing I got going for me right now. So I got to move this. So this is flush there. And actually got to unclamp it. I'm going to go down here. So I'm going to work backwards. This is the side of the last one I did. Now I'm going to do this first to square it up. I'll have to do it a few times around to get it all tuned. So now I'm not worried about the same concept falling down. I can move this thing so it squares. More. That's pretty darn square. Back a little bit. Go. This on the outside. There it is. Now, grab up high. I'm going to C-channel clamp down here. C-clamp. Piece of flat bar. I'm going to grab this piece of flat bar along the outside edge if I feel a lip or anything. Looks like we're good. Take this down. Now I'm going to go back up to the top. This actually looks like it's pretty well squared up. I don't know how it's doing forward and back yet. See, that's got a lot of wibble wobble. I don't like that. So what I'll probably do is clamp a bar on the outside and measure it back, straighten it out that way. Probably as in, I'm going to do that. With what? Yeah. I don't want to use a piece of flat bar because a piece of flat bar is too flimsy. So I have sticks of flat bar right here. It's not sturdy enough, structural enough to give me a good dimension. Oh. Okay, I got an idea. Take a large framing square, set it to the outside, measure over, move it down, because I already have this beam across the whole thing. So that's a good square to go off of. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna try to get this thing square first, side to side, and then I'll get square forward back, check my diagonals, tack it in, keep going. So what I want, my goal today is to get this in, maybe this corner. I want the outside frame. I like making the outside frame than doing the fill-in stuff. The fill when the outside frame's done, it's really easy for the fill-in stuff. I make it reach beam A to beam C. Cool. Does it void beam B? Cool. All that's good. And it all lines up then, because unless the part itself is bent, which does happen, not super often, I should be pretty good. But this right here is bigger. This will fit a 35-inch tire. Just in, have my window right here, little cubby and a little shelf up here, so I have some storage. It'll be actually relatively high. That's gonna be pretty cool. Might probably like Harvey's toy closet, because that's what this thing's all about. Okay, stop all that again and start measuring. 37 plus 2 inches would be 39 inches. 39 and a eighth. Weird. Now bottom. 39 more than 8. What is going on? I'm relatively confident on the passenger side because it's clamped to the side of the structure. I can't move it. Everything's going to be happening on this side. Only thing I can think of is my camper is not square, which my camper's not square. So here's 46 and 1/16. 45 and 7/8. So we got a 3/16 inch drop side to side. What does that tell me? I have a 3/16 inch drop side to side. I don't know what is causing that 3/16 inch drop side to side. Because when we measured square, it was holding square. That's not a huge amount. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm gonna just make this thing square. $36 1/4. 36 1/8. 37 7/16. I'm doing the inside right now. It's easier. 37 16. So I got like a lot. This guy's got to come in. Let's see if this guy's actually square. Okay, we got something here. We have a predicament. Let me move the camera down. The wall that I can't really change much. We are pretty far out. We're about 3/8 out, just from 24 inches down. So on the front we're square because it's fully boxed in the top. This side we're not boxed in at all. All we have is this one beam at the very top that's going across. So if right now I'm a rhombus leaning towards the screen, top towards the screen. So I need to get a strap from the top driver's side down, ratchet it tight, and that will pull the whole top of the rhombus over, help square it up. Okay. don't know if I'm oversharing or not, but that's the crap I deal with all the time with this thing. Which I say it's crap, but I enjoy it. That's why I'm doing it, right? That is the stuff I deal with for doing this stuff. So I need to make, yeah, comes down the bottom. Strap this guy up. Come on. Go in your hole. There. This guy's gonna come up behind you guys, which I'm not gonna move the screen for this because I'm just not. I'm not that good of a host, apparently. Put that down. And I got yeah, tight. I'm pulling out the slack right now. Then I'll ratchet away. The challenge was I can't really measure square too easily on this side because there's nothing really square to measure off of. So I just have to make kind of dead reckoning. I say dead reckoning, but it's not dead reckoning. Just straight up square measurements. So I'm going to take this, lay it up against the side. Right now we're pretty far. And I think if I pull ever so slightly. It's starting to work. We're about to collapse a little. Oh, it's squaring up, guys. It's squaring up. Oh my gosh, it's squaring. So I'll have to leave the strap in until I finish making the frame. Because once I finish making the frame, I'll have something structurally hard to pull into. Oh, those are tool. They're called Fireball tool squares. They're like corner jigs. It makes life so much easier because I'm not at anything level. I'm working on 4 sawhorses in the middle of the garage. But yeah, life changer. So now, from being 3/8 wide on the bottom, I'm like a 32nd or so on this side. So now, pretty darn square. Take my tape measure. Actually, before I take my tape measure, just re-square all my squares up. Yeah, this is now it's kicked out. This is pretty badly kicked out down here, so I got to re-square it up. This is the part that gets edited out of everyone's fabrication videos if they're actually doing stuff right. The amount of inch here. Wait, how did I get a ½ inch over here? Let's figure that out. Go back and repeat. Go back and repeat. That might be a little bit off, but we will start with that. $36 9/16. 37. Which it should be 37 because 37 inches across. So it's got to be 37 inches across. That's not rocket surgery. Okay. So undo all the clamps here to smooth it to 7. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll move this clamp to 38 because it'll be 37 plus 1 wall thickness of 1. So that goes to right. Now we're in steel toe, so I'm not going to try to catch that. Because that would have broke a foot. So that's in the right spot now. So now I should just build up so that bumps up, which isn't quite square because, well, once again, I put this 90 in here to straighten out the bottom. So it's not perfectly square, which I'll re-square this guy up. Get this mother in. So now I should be 37 top, 37 bottom. 37 and 16th. 37 and 16th, which I can live with. And 37 and 16th, which I can definitely live with. That means that we are square. Move you guys up here. Now I'm going to measure my diagonals. It's going to be 49 and a half. Get out of the way. $49 and more than a half. Oh, I hate to do it. Wait. This side is longer. It's 49 and 3/4. So a quarter inch out of square. That's only 36 inches long, which that's a lot. That is a lot. You know, I don't like measuring off that. I'm gonna measure off the 1 inch. That's more steady. I was just hitting this up against the corner, which I could pivot. So I'm gonna try to get off the single points, which is always better. Almost a perfect 51. Yeah, that's what I thought. Both these are 51 to 16th, so that's fine. I measured now off of the 1 inch posts. So instead of getting a random spot in here where this is catching on, I got a single edge, so it's more accurate. Okay, so that is square in this plane. I gotta go this way. Okay. $13 and 7/8. I think after I get this thing squared up, I'm not gonna do any welding tonight. This is mind melting right now. 13 and 7/8. Get this guy over here and line up that. 13. Ooh, that's a little sketchy. Other side of that, because I'm stupid. Right. I'll tack it in, but no, I gotta weld this up. If I don't weld this up, it's gonna be wrong-zo by tomorrow morning. So the other challenge is, how do I measure the bottom? Because it's a weird slanty angle thing. I can't. I could jig it up and just want to see it all day long, but I realistically can't. Okay, so this is clamped in. This is about as accurate as I'm going to get. Let's get welding. I think for the welds, I'm gonna put you guys over here, but I gotta move stuff around without bumping anything, which is awesome because there's so much room. Okay. I don't need the grinder, belt sander, whatever. Yeah, cleanliness, godliness, all that crap. Well, cleanliness is safe. Out of the way. That's out of the way. Power on. On. Good spot for ground, which is going to be right here. It shouldn't matter. Wow, that's shaking a lot. It shouldn't matter much where the ground is because it's all aluminum, just pretty good heat up electricity. The frame is welded together, so it should be treated almost as one piece of metal. But I have found that if this works a little bit better, I'll take any extra help I can get. Don't need to have any extra resistance that I don't need. Resistance. Welder over here. So, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do the relatively anchored side, which is going to be passenger. Double check my dimensions yet again on the driver's side, and burn away. Gas on. Dial. Okay, we got some left. That's good. So I'm going to weld actually on the outside side first, so that pulls farther that way when it cools. So I'm going to weld it in here. So I'm going to weld this to the side of the actual outer frame before I do any of these clamped connections. I just feel like that the sturdier I get earlier off, the better. You guys have noticed I have not used a level on any of this because, well, a level would be useless because probably nothing's level. So it's all been measured squares, not within bubble or not. So I'm trying to keep within an eighth of an inch most. Realistically, I'm trying to get within a 16th, which I think I'm doing an okay job at. There we go. Got gas. Don't have a helmet on. I have the helmet on, but not on. Now it's on. I've been really dumb. Still blind myself while wearing the helmet. Wouldn't be the first time. So let's weld it up. I'm going to weld the inside up here. Weld up here and go. Yeah. Nothing wants to fit. I'm too big for everything. There we go. That's not going anymore. 2 spots welded, 3rd spot there. Now I gotta check on my squares and everything like that. Another time, and then weld that. I'm gonna weld the bottom first, then weld the top. I weld the bottom first. Well, the side I think is going to be the most influenced to affect. So I'm hoping it's the inside. So if I'm going to do it, I just pull back and square it up the back out. And I want the inside first because I'll pull it in to this 37-inch member, which will help lock everything up. If you do it so you go out and try to fight it, it might make it, or you're kind of clamping it. But if you weld on the inside first, it pulls it in. You get a little more strain, I guess, but it seems to hold square. So from that little bit of welding, and I could probably bump or two, I'm at 50 to 15/16. And this scene, 51. I'm pretty confident that 37 and 16th, yeah. And 37 and 16th. Let me put the this guy on. So we've actually overcorrected. The challenge is, do we overcorrect? Do we actually overcorrect? Let me put it to being I can't, well, shouldn't. And I can actually get rid of this blue point because it's welded right there. So I'm going to measure off of the 1x2 going vertical. That would be more resistant to bowing. Oh shoot, that's good. I think we're just the 16th off. So I'll weld the bottom, weld top. And I should have brushed the weld area, but I didn't. And it's late now, so most of this I'm putting the fresh cuts, so it should burn pretty well. You hear splattering, that's me trying to burn through the oxide layer, which isn't the best option, but it is an option. So I can weld the bottom, and I'm going to check that guy for square. So I'm just going to weld about half of this, so I have some flexibility to it. Which is great. That's probably one of the strongest welds I've done. But as I said, torque it around. Maybe if I move some stuff. Great. Just back up. Where did I put the tape measure? Right behind me. Thirteen. What? That's 8, 11/16. That's what I read a tape measure before. Okay, so I gotta come over, which is actually which I can do. More. Now I'm assuming everything else is square, but I have to assume something, right? So I'm going to bump this back up 1/16 of an inch. I'm guessing when I weld the bottom half, that's going to pull me at least another 1/16. Weld the bottom now, and so I'm taking a lot of assumptions here. I'm assuming that the top beam isn't twisted, amongst other things that I can't account for because I don't know about. So it's, positive vibes. Positive vibes. See, and actually, I didn't video any of this other than this, so I'll probably have to download this and edit it and do that. But I mean, in the actual video, you're going to see burn, 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 burn. See, it's just that simple. Let's build it. Yeah. For all the other work. There we go. Okay. So I had some welding issues earlier. I found I actually tightened the spool cover too tight, and it was actually just causing the thing to drag, which is awesome because I kept setting the spindle speed, wire feed speed higher and higher and higher. I'm like, why aren't you feeding? And eventually got so tight I just jammed it to see it spin. Fixed that. Had a bad ground. I didn't clean it up at all, so it was going for constant layer. Now it seems to be doing great. Okay. One more. And then I gotta go back through and actually weld it all out. So it's good. And when I'm done, guess what? This strap is staying exactly where it's at until I finish the structure going that way, and realistically, probably until I finish this whole back wall, because the whole back wall should keep it square. Hopefully, keep it square. That's the reason why I'm making a whole back wall. I might end up coming right at the carryover with the horizontal coming across. I'll have to think about that. I want this spot open here so we can store some stuff, but realistically, that would be bad to put a little alcove to store stuff. But gotta think strength first. Strength first to make it last. Convenience on the inside later to make it do livability, I guess. One last check since I'm now 3 out of my 4 corners welded. Recheck this guy out here. And yeah, I mean it. I gotta recheck this guy because I'm not using super duper clamping forces, and you gotta fight distortion while you're welding. That's the only thing you're fighting, really. Woo! I like that number. That matches that number. I'll pat myself on the back. Where's the 16th? Okay, here we go. Weld this corner. I will say welding isn't hard to weld nice, flat, horizontal on a table, but it gets complicated really fast. And for weird, stupid reasons, when you start going out of the flat horizontal on a table with an actual feature, the little one likes to drip, which is really fun welding upside down. And on the side, I found you really have to go uphill. You can't weld down to just follow a blob coming down. I'm gonna leave it clamped until I'm out of room. to help hold it still as long as possible. And I do have to take my time welding this. I can't just go straight to town. Not because I physically can't, but I guess technically because I physically can't. My breaker will trip. It doesn't like. I'm currently on 40-foot extension cord, which can take the amperage. But I got a lot of resistance. It just over time will heat up and say you're done. Yeah. My lights will turn off to go put the breaker. Anyway, here we go. Another one. So if it all goes dark, that's what happened. Hopefully, not that I electrocuted myself. Come on. This part I'm still learning. That was interesting. I could see the weld would weld both sides and it would glob and slowly come down the wire. Yeah, I'm not too ecstatic with that one. There's been a lot more welding on top, so I'm not too bad at that. More welding on the bottom, more on the sides. I think it's just the spools. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I got some maintenance to do. The wire just broke and looped around my feet, which shit. Maintenance time. First couple of spools of aluminum fit great. I don't know what's going on with this one. So if you guys can see inside there, the wire wrapped around the feed. So I gotta unfeed it. Get bunched up. So I'm gonna figure out how to get that out. Take the tip off. Get it lower angle so you guys can see. So first off, I put this bar. Don't need that part right now. Don't need that part. I'm gonna put a piece of plastic in there. That's not good. My tip might have been foobarred. Here we go. So I think aluminum globbed onto the tip. It caused extra resistance and a nice cascading foobar. So I gotta figure out a way to get this aluminum out of the pushing side of the spool. I can take. There it goes. So that's my aluminum. My last spool too, so I'm gonna hold on to that guy. Turn off my gas because I don't want to lose all that while I'm dicking with this. Those nose pliers that were too small to help me in the other stuff might be just right to get in there. Come on. Oh, no, don't break. I want to play. Please don't go away. Oh, I might have pulled enough out. I pulled enough out. Okay. So now I got my liner, which I don't know if you guys have seen this before. It's basically a spring. It's a metal liner that follows this. Okay. I'll go over there somewhere. Go be done somewhere else, right? I think that's all of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure this tip's clean. I should have a gauge. Should have a tip cleaner. Should have a tip cleaner. What are these? Oh, my punches. Oh, no. Maybe don't anymore. One of the things you almost never use, when you need it, it's like, where'd you put it? I don't know, that was years ago. I don't burn tips often with the steel wire. Extra wires, extra contacts, use my guest shield. Maybe. It's not on there. With the hope that it's not clean, not gunked up. I can see clearly through it. There's no burrs or anything like that. The drive gears look clean. Put the liner back in. Liner goes back in. Tip goes back in even. So then what happened is, I don't know, it seems like this welding wire is just not quite as holding tolerance, I guess, thickness-wise. It feels like they'll run, and just go, mine is going to be a little too wide to fit this nozzle today. Right back to it. I don't know if it's wear and tear on the nozzle tip or not. But, okay, let's see if I can feed this in without wasting the rest of my aluminum. Come on in. Go. It's in. It's feeding. Rolling. Hey, it shut out the end of it. Cool. I can turn the gas back on, and then I'll finish up. Now, stuff like that's just a pain in the butt. It's like, why? I don't know why. So I had something clog my nozzle enough to cause my back pressure on it. My two feed screws going in, something at the very tip stopped it enough that when it did, it couldn't push through like it normally does. It actually pushed through and just bundled up. Loosen up a little bit so it has some freedom to it. Trim off some extra. Gas on. And I said to myself just so I don't mess it up. That was okay well, and man, that was really, I don't mess it up fast. Okay, so I'm going to finish that weld up. Take up the clamp, hold this up. And I'm done for tonight with this stuff. I'm going to finish milling up my pieces, so you guys just want to watch me mill. That's what I'm going to do after this. Oh, then I break my helmet. No, cool. It's going to happen more and more, I think, with this, because it's filling in. It's filling in, which is awesome, but pain in the butt for headaches and stuff. Okay, cool. I'm going to feed that back ass. Oh, yes. Well, I'm like an effing champion. That's what it's doing now. It's a goddamn champion. I'm not messing with it. Rearrangement of the latches. So that problem has been building up apparently over a while, because now this thing is feeding like a champion. But I actually make a real steel bond. So what happens, it kind of solders itself. Just pops off. Which is why I like using steel clamps. Steel stuff with aluminum, because steel stuff doesn't melt at the low temperature aluminum does. Okay. Almost done with the clamps. And back to the bone. Alright, so welded inside here, gonna weld right here. Fill in this corner here. Fill in the corner down the bottom, finish that up. I'm not gonna weld the outside of this guy yet. I'm gonna wait until I put this other beam in and finish on the top of it. I really didn't get that low enough for you guys to see. There we go. Now I'm just gonna block it with a big ass welding gun. Spool gun to the rescue. So my welder has a little brain. It's not like a lot of them just kick on the fan. It only kicks on the fan when it needs to. I'm gonna stop right now, getting some weirdness, which means that I am getting probably close to tripping a breaker. I let the fan kick off. When the fan kicks off, I'll be okay. I really need to get a 220 full form. Just go 220. But not there. Well, this guy hold over there. Actually, up on the top, and then we'll be done for the day. What time is this? Yeah, not too bad. I was worried it's gonna be like midnight. Like, that's probably good. Good process. That's fun. Yes. It's fine. But still, he's being being confident. Frustrating is I've had a lot of really good welds. There we go. Right. Now, this weld here, and then bottom corner. My bottom corner, I meant to also forget to put the weld in the bottom half of this guy. And that's why I wear gloves. So all those fresh new burns. That would have really hurt. There we go. That guy is welded in. Super sturdiness. I'm going to add at a later date 2 members going to cross. I'm then probably going to strong back them by putting another one going out this way. I'm doing that because, once again, they're kind of tired off aluminum. Up here, we'll have a beam going across, tying in, and then I'll have some ribs up here. So this will be. On the zoom out. Heat it up. So this guy will be from here to here storage, which is real simple, about an inch lower than that. So I will have about 10 to 12 inch storage for about 12 inches. So we have 12 by 12 cubby up here, which we're making like 30. Okay, so I'm gonna let the machine cool off, cut the gas off, clean up some, and then I'm gonna mill some parts because I need to finish milling my T-slot bolts so they all work. Because for some reason I can never find one that actually fits. The cleanup, it's ridiculous. Move you guys back over to the other side. Oh, the bucket's over there. Okay. Plug this in. Yeah, my stand really is a bucket. Light on. Where did my ear pro go? Because I don't want to go deaf. There it is. So that's it, guys. You guys can watch this or not. I like at least. I want to try to always have like a not 4-hour long thing. So first T-nut milled. Got 7 more to go. This out of the way. Crank, 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 crank. I'm never gonna use the shield. I've already taken it off and thrown it away. So let's get rid of that little tumor of safety now, because it's not in the way of working. Really go in anywhere. You know, I'll put those bolts back in. Yep, that's not the same bolt. So, just really started using this thing. I've already removed a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna leave these out. Screw it, because I don't want that thing to go in there. I want to see what's in there before I ram a flashlight. Looks like it bottoms out, so I gotta remember to bottom out. Or it bottoms out, so I'm not worried about getting anywhere, so I'm just gonna leave them empty. So now I can. That's blocking me from hitting this down. So this isn't lined up square at all, because, like I said before, this is not a mill vise. This is a table drill vise. So it's not what I want to use in the long run. What I have right now for what, and it'll suit my needs. Who thought Etch-a-Sketch would be a life skill? the right elevation. So I'm just gonna keep. We're about a 30-second time. One full rotation is a 16th down. Now I could go cut a lot larger because I'm locking a half inch. I said that and it's ideally, I'd be using a nice 1 inch but I didn't buy the whole thing. The picture showed the full section. It's better than. So, just take a couple of frames here. That's a one tracer. We'll get the call it forward. And I'm going slow. I still do good. Not let's cut that. So this might be pretty loud for you guys. I don't know. This is so much quieter than it was before with this belt. Oh my god, it was atrocious. Cool. Test fit. It fits. So I'm gonna have to also do. I have to moor the last thread so the rods don't go all the way through. Because you don't want the rods going all the way through. If the rods go all the way through, you can get some weird binding action. You want to stop in the actual. Anyway, in the actual threads, not binding the bottom of the T-slot. So I want the T-slot stuff to actually be, let's say actually about 7 more times. Well, I want the groove to be what's preventing any more travel. Test fit. So the direction I'm going is really convenient to see, but man, I'm getting bee stung like no other. Just throwing metal chips right into my form. I'm gonna try to cut from the backside of deflect, shoot off that way, not directly into me. Cool. Extra cool. Uh-oh. Each one's doing the exact same thing, luckily. This time I'm actually gonna hit it. This way. Feel a lot of chatter on that one. Just a real minor chatter. The eighth inch is a little bit more. For what it's doing, it's getting an eighth inch. That's a lot faster. Twice as fast. Wow, who'd have guessed, right? You keep the habit, keep the head spinning line over. Grab. Or bind. Last one, guys. Motor's kind of warm. I know this is toast, nice and cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, what's next? Deeper these. I have a pegboard right behind all this that is kind of unused for this, which I'm going to end up using for it. So, unfortunately, these little itty bitty holes for this. So I'm going to clamp these guys down, drill these out to be bigger. For my big socket, my special wrench. This guy, I don't know. I'm probably not going to do anything special with him because he can just, I don't know, I can drill a hole in the corner and stick him in there. But I want to use my pegboard for this stuff. I want to try to clear up this. So this is done. Safety, power off. The biggest thing right now is, I call it holder. It's 3D printed and it's just sitting in there. As it prints, as it runs, it picks up and almost falls out. So I'm going to measure that, put a 1/4-inch bolt right underneath here, drill it straight into the side, hold it in. And I should drill and tap into it. I mean, it's all drilled and tapped already, so I'm going to do that. I'm doing a 1/4-20. Got a nice speed drill tap for it. That's one of the reasons. And I use 1/4-20 over just general shop purposes. 1/4-20 is what I use. It's just strong enough for 99% of stuff you need to do. Overkill for most. The few times that I need more, I'll use a 5/16 or something bigger. But around the house, that's not like a special criteria. It's way more than enough. So I'm just gonna right there. Nothing super scientific about it. I'll do one on both sides. I love these drill taps. I love these drill taps. They make life so much easier. I'm like, oh, gotta drill. Make sure I have the right drill size. Gotta move it up and tap it. This is like enact the impact gun. Go. So now I'll need 7/16. 7/16. So I have 5 collets and drill press attachment type stuff for this. So This is more enough than I need to hold it all together. There's nothing on the top. It was an extrusion. They had like a little blue plate on top. Not doing anything, wasting space. So let's put some use to it. Okay, so now that's not gonna go anywhere. So I got some center drills. I have some slots up here that I'll put them in. I should be able to put almost all of them. The largest one won't fit up there though. I'll put my largest one with the drill press. Yeah, this also will fit good. Not super deep, but will it fit? Nope. Nope. I put a secondary hole in here so I can put my heat chuck. Like micro socket set a long time ago. Never really had a use for it, but guess what it's being used for? It's now the set for this. I can get rid of these 3 wrenches. Okay, what's next? Take this off and drill these guys to fit there. So undo that. Bring the head on up. Lock it. I'm gonna take this out. So that's gonna be metal shaving tool. It's showing some wear and tear. This is not my good end mill. This is the one that came with. I bought some actual decent end mills off the MasterCard. This is just a call it a trial piece. Along with, I believe. Oh, this is the good R8 though. Do some drilling. finding the, there we are. Up. So now I'm going to take this off. Open this back up. That is awesome. I actually might just have 17 for like all my stuff, which would make life super simple. I'll still keep the rest of the set here just in case I need it, but this isn't a deep socket, which kind of sucks, but super cheap. Cheap. So we're going to now set this guy there, and we're going to clamp it down that way. And we're going to take this guy over here, clamp down zone. If I can clamp down zone, I can clamp down zone, but I need to clamp like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this all the way over, which I can. So I'm going to just drill straight through. Nice and close. Bring it up. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to get proficient with this machine before I really need it. So I'm gonna try to do a lot of operations with it that not necessarily needed, but well, will help me out in the future. It's all about me, right? As soon as you all can realize that, the better. It's all about. So I gotta drill this to clear this, which is going to be, let's go for a 9/16. How big is a 9/16? Well, 9/16 even doable. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Okay. Not 9/16. That's way too big. It's 9/32, which of course I don't have in this pit. I do in this one, but most of these bits is held in by God. Pliers pull them out. Slide my finger. There we go. My first time actually drilling with this thing. I went straight to milling because why not? Okay. Bring the head down. This should be doable. This should be doable. Power's off. Ta-da! Okay, I'm actually starting to get the hang of that. See that little flip flop? That was pretty slick of me. Oop, and well, I like that. I like that. And I know at the same time. I shouldn't. Oh well. That drilled out really clean. Oh, you little shit. Okay. A little bigger. Or just a small one. Okay, that works on that one. It doesn't work on the knife. This guy is thinking of it binds, but this curved guy. Perfect. So I'm gonna I'll move the curved one to a better spot. Okay, first one done. This guy I'm not gonna use often at all. This guy is the wrench to move this main nut in the back to tilt my head other than 90 degrees, which I probably will never do, but I'm gonna store this where I can use it. Because I mean, how many 36 millimeter wrenches do you guys own? All right, this is mine. My only. My one, my only. So if you guys are still on here, sorry about the loud noises. I'll put my earphone on. It's overloading. Wait, Drupal already Drupal? No, it's just really hard. I wonder if I can even email. .5/16. Yeah, it's bigger. I could end mill it. I am going to cut the power, bring this up, put a proper cutting bit on it. That black oxide, uncoated, savage. Where did my, there it is. Definitely need to deburr that, because that would suck. Of course. A drill bit's small. Small drill bit doesn't stick out far. Put that up for sticker. Haha, motherfucker. It's too deep to. You can see the ones I would use. almost through. Bumped it. That was interesting. Probably didn't help that I had a hollow 2x3 post underneath. What's the noise? Tomorrow I'm gonna put board up and put my set up on the wall so it's out of the way. Heck yeah, it fits well. So I think what I'm going to get is a an open-end socket, not this guy. Hold this. I'm going to put the I'm not gonna put anything on there. If I need to put stuff, I put it on there. I can try to preempt anything. You guys are still on. Awesome for being here. I don't have to know why you are here. All the interesting stuff's long gone. I'm just playing at the mill right now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to shut the stream down and I'm going to clean this up. Yeah. How do I even stop the stream? Oh, end stream.